Hello everyone. In this video, we will see about the canonical representation of a bandpass signal. We know that the pre-envelope is given by the equation s plus of t is equal to s of t plus j s cap of t. So here s of t is a real part of the pre-envelope s plus of t, and this equation, okay, that is the pre-envelope, it can also be written as s dash of t multiplied by e raised to j 2 pi fct. So here s of t is the real part of the pre-envelope, that is s plus of t here. So we can write it as s of t is equal to real part of s dash of t into e raised to j 2 pi fct, and we'll take this as equation number 1. So here s dash of t is the complex valued quantity. Therefore, we can write it as s dash of t is equal to si of t plus j sq of t, and we'll take this as equation number 2. Here Si of t and Sq of t, Si of t and Sq of t, these are the real valued low pass functions, and Si of t is the in phase component of the signal and Sq of t is the quadrature component of the signal. Now we will substitute equation 2 in equation 1, that is the canonical form, and we'll get it as S of t is equal to Si of t cos of 2 pi fct minus Sq of t into sine 2 pi fct, and we'll take this as equation number 3. If you observe equation number 3, here we have both the real components. We don't have any complex component here, okay, because S of t, it is a real part of the pre-envelope. Okay, now we will see how do we get this. We have our equation number as S of t is equal to real part of S dash of t e raised to j 2 pi fct. So we will substitute the value for s dash of t, that is si of t plus j sq of t. Now we will replace e raised to j 2 pi fct by cos and sine form. Okay, we will write this in the cos and the sine form. So when we do this, we get s of t is equal to real part of si of t plus j sq of t as it is. E raised to j 2 pi fct, it is written as cos 2 pi fct plus j sine 2 pi fct. Now we will multiply these two terms. So here we will get it as real part as it is. Si of t multiplied with cos 2 pi fct will get this first term plus si of t multiplied with plus j sine 2 pi fct as j si of t sine 2 pi fct plus j sq of t into cos 2 pi fct third term. Then j into j is j square, which will be minus 1. So here minus sign, and sq of t into sine 2 pi fct. Now we want only the real parts from this. So we have written here it as si of t cos of 2 pi fct minus sq of t sine 2 pi fct, as these two are the real components. That is the first term and the last term. If you observe the second term and the third term, these are having the imaginary components. That is, these are the imaginary components as you have j here. So we'll not take these two. So this is how we get equation number 3. Okay. Now here this figure, it shows the quadrature components, that is si of t and sq of t. So here the magnitude is obtained by square root of si square plus sq square, and the phase is obtained by tan inverse of sq by si. Okay. Now this is the phasor representation of the complex exponential, where the magnitude is 1 and the phase angle is 2 pi fct, and it is rotated at the rate of 2 pi fc. So when we multiply the complex envelope by the complex exponential, we get this figure. Okay, that is here the two phasors are being multiplied. So here this is multiplied with this one. Okay, that is the it is the multiplication of the complex envelope by the complex exponential. So we are getting this figure where the phase angles, that is tan inverse of sq by si and 2 pi fct, these two are being added. Okay, these two are being added, and the magnitude square root of si square plus sq square is multiplied with 1. So we are getting 1 here. Fine. So in this figure, we can see that this plane, it is rotated with an angle of what? It is rotated with an angle of 2 pi fc. Now, SI of t and SQ of t, this can be derived from the bandpass signal S of t as shown in this figure. Here, SI of t and SQ of t, these are the low pass signal with band limited to minus omega less than or equal to f less than or equal to omega. Okay. Now, because S of t, it is a high pass signal, and when we pass this through the low pass filters, we get SI of t and SQ of t. So this circuit, it is called as the analyzer. Fine. Now, next we'll see how to recover these. That is how to recover the signal S of t. So we know that S of t is given by this equation, that is the real parts, which we obtained in equation number 3. Now we need to obtain this equation. That's why here from this, okay, we want SI of t into cos 2 pi fct and SQ of t into sin 2 pi fct. But from this previous figure, we got only the signals as SI of t. That is, we got the in phase component and the quadrature component. Now we want SI of t multiplied by cos 2 pi fct, SQ of t multiplied by sin 2 pi fct. So what we'll do is, we will obtain this by using an oscillator. Okay. So here we need to obtain this equation. That's why here we are using this oscillator, and we'll produce a signal cos 2 pi fct, so that it is multiplied with SI of t, okay, which is then passed to the summation here. So when we take a minus 90 degree phase shift of cos 2 pi fct, we will obtain sin 2 pi fct, which is then multiplied with SQ of t, and then it is passed through the summation. Okay, so summation with a minus sign. Now here when these two are added, we get what? S of t is equal to SI of t cos 2 pi fct minus SQ of t into sin 2 pi fct, that is nothing but our S of t. So this circuit, it is called as a synthesizer. Okay. Hope you have enjoyed the video. Please do like the video, share and subscribe. Thank you.